Hej och välkomna till Novemberfestivalen. I'm sitting here with Chris Landreth. And Chris, I thought you would be allowed to introduce yourself since you do quite a lot.
Well, I mean, I don't know where do I start. I do animation. I'm an animator. I try to be a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
I do teaching, instruction in animation, and I do research in computer graphics and animation.
Yeah, but I thought we should start with the teaching part because today there's a lot of young filmmakers here. And I was wondering, when you have classes, what do you want your kids to learn?
Well, I mean, I teach a certain thing in animation, but it sort of ties into filmmaking if you're a director or if you're an actor in general, which is faces. My class is called Making Faces. In its most technical part, it deals with for people doing animation, like computer animation generally, but how to make your characters' faces complex in a good way, the way that our faces are, real human faces are complex. How do you get emotion in those faces? How you can act out the emotion on your own face, or be able to direct actors to have a certain emotion, be able to show that emotion. That's everything. If you can get that on a person's face, and if you can animate that in particular, then it's gold, and that's what I try to teach.
How old were you when you started making movies?
That would be giving away way too much, but I did not start doing animation until I was 30 years old.
Wow. What tips or what did you learn the first years of making movies that you can share with all these people today?
Yeah, I think the thing that I really needed to learn, that I think I did, was writing. Was being able to lay down a story and be able to tell it with pacing and with good enough dialogue that the audience will buy the characters, and that's a hard part, and I'm still learning that. So I do not teach about screenwriting because I feel like I'm still learning it. I'm still way too much in the learning phase to be able to teach it. But there are some real masters out there, and I can only look in awe at their stuff they do. That's the thing that I keep learning. Was learning before and still learning now.
So when you start with a movie, you don't start with a script.
I do start with a script.
You do start with a script.
In fact, even though I do animated films, I write the script first.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of animators will tell you that they don't do that they get visual very quickly. That is, that they start putting up storyboards. I don't know if you know storyboards, but panels that show the visual part of a film, and that they drop the script at a certain point. But I'm totally into getting a good script with great dialogue.
So you stick to the script?
I do, yeah.
And that's if you want to take one thing with us today, that's stick to the script?
No, don't. That's the way that I work. No, seriously, that is the way that I work. And I would say no. Don't necessarily do what I do. That's what I'm most comfortable with, because I like the things that you work out in writing, like dialogue. But no, if you're doing a film that's more free-form, spontaneous, not necessarily meant to be narrative, don't skip to the script. Drop it. Okay. Drop the script for sure. So sorry, I'm not answering your question. In fact, I'm making it.
You're making it better, I think.
Yeah, I'm making it worse. Yeah. Okay. But I don't know. What advice? I mean, follow your passion. You could say that, I guess. But that sounds too cliche, maybe. Totally cliche. I mean, yeah, that there will be times that you will be discouraged from doing or writing what you are doing, and do not pay attention to it. Ignore it.
So just follow your passion.
Yeah.
And I think we'll finish off with that cliche, but it's
Yeah,
still
finish with that cliche.
finish
That
with a
sounds good, yeah.
cliche. It's
Yep.
still true though.
It's still true.
So I want to say thank you.
All right,
for
thank
taking
you.
the time.
Yeah, my
I
pleasure.
know you're in a very big hurry.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.